All right, welcome again, everybody, to the ITG Next Game of the Week. Phil Jones with you. Sean Perry, Mr. Producer, on the video tonight. We are at Marietta's Northcutt Stadium, high atop Northcutt Stadium, for tonight's Game of the Week between the Marietta Blue Devils, 1-2 on the season, and Shane Queen's North Cobb Warriors coming in at 0-2. Want to thank our friends at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance and Baker Sports, sponsors of tonight's game, as well as our entire season-long package of games that we'll be bringing you, some of which we've already brought you, and still another great lineup of games still yet to come for the rest of the 2023 season. So a big thanks to our sponsors, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance and Baker Sports, for sponsoring our ITG Next Game of the Week. Tonight, you'll have a great view as we are high atop probably the highest vantage point we have of any of the games that we will be doing this year, and probably that we've ever done. This is actually our fourth overall trip since we started streaming a Game of the Week 3 years ago, our fourth trip here to Northcutt Stadium. And there's a reason that we like this place. It has a great game day atmosphere. You're hearing the Marietta Blue Devil Marching Band cranking it up down below us. There's going to be a big crowd on hand here tonight. They have probably one of the best pregame fan-intensive pep rallies with the band and the cheerleaders in the lawn and the courtyard area that is just behind the home stands. It's actually where Marietta practices during the week. Beautiful turf area out there, and I'll be posting some sights and sounds from some of the pregame. Again, just a great place, a lot of tradition, one of the finest stadiums, finest programs with such great tradition here, the Marietta Blue Devils. Of course, Shane Queen and the North Cobb Warriors, they're pretty good too. Now, both teams have kind of gotten off to a little bit of a slow start this year. I mentioned earlier, North Cobb 0-2 on the season. They've come in with losses to Westlake and Buford. Lost 52-28 to open the season at home against Westlake. In fact, both of their losses have been at home. 45-28 to Buford in a tough game last week against the Buford Wolves. Guys, we are going to pause our commentary as the color guard will present the colors. We'll have the national anthem. So we're going to turn our attention to the festivities for that on the field, and we'll come right back with more commentary in the start of tonight's ITG Next Game of the Week in just a moment. Great job there by the Marietta High School Marching Band and the lone trumpeter with tonight's national anthem. Again, big thanks to Baker Sports, who want to welcome all football fanatics. Friday Night Lights 2023 is here. Brought to you by Baker Sports and Pro Sports. Together serve as your one-stop destination for top-quality sports equipment. Whether you're a player or a passionate fan, Baker's has got you covered. Remember, call Baker's at 904-388-8126 for all your sporting good needs. Now get ready to enjoy this gridiron spectacle of a game. Also, big thanks to our friends at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. Their agents offer home, auto, life, farm insurance, and a whole lot more. To find an agent in the town near you, go to their website, gfbinsurance.com. That's gfbinsurance.com. And simply find the zip code or town closest to you or the town you're in. And there you'll be able to find the agent with their phone number and email for you to reach out to them. That's Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance and Baker's Sporting Goods, sponsors of tonight's game and every game that we'll be bringing you all season long. We'll go ahead and put out this reminder to you. Next week, we're going to be over at Buford. Tom Ryden Stadium will be the site of next week's ITG Next Game of the Week. We'll be bringing you Carver, Atlanta at Buford. So looking forward to sticking around up in the North Georgia area for our ITG Next Game of the Week. We'll try to spread it around the state, South Georgia, Middle Georgia, North Georgia. Later this year, we'll be bringing you a look at the Rome Wolves. So trying to, again, spread the wealth. Richmond Hill, Lowndes coming up later in the year. So some great games we've got on tap for you this year for the ITG Next Game of the Week. We do want to encourage you guys to chat with us throughout tonight's broadcast. That's one of the great things about what we do. Yours truly will chat. I'll check your comments throughout the game. I'll call your name out, let everybody know who's watching, and if you got a comment, a question, feel free to ask me or just post your comment. And again, we'll make this as interactive, trying to involve you guys in tonight's game. All right, speaking of which, so North Cobb coming in, as I mentioned, looking for their first victory of the year. A little bit of a slow start for Shane Queen's Warriors, who really have had a great run over the last few years. 9-3 last year, 5-0 in the region. In fact, you got to go back a ways to find the last time they did not win their region. That being Region 5 7A. 9-3 overall last year, 5-0 in the region. 2 years ago, in fact, 2021 and 2020, consecutive 10-2 overall finishes and a 5-0 region, perfect region record. For Marietta, they started off the year against Norcross in the Corky Kell Dave Hunter Classic, losing 45-23 at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They were able to bounce back right here in Northcutt Stadium in Week 2, defeating West Forsyth 20-19. Before last week, game kind of got away from them against the Roswell Hornets. Marietta dropped that one 51-14, so they are 1-2 on the season. Now, for those of you that may need a little bit of a refresher course, it wasn't long ago that these Marietta Blue Devils were hoisting the Class 7A State Championship trophy. 2019 was the year. Marietta won it all. And they're trying to get back to that same great stellar style of play that saw them under Richard Morgan win the state championship in 2019. That's also the last time that Marietta won this game between these two teams. Marietta defeated North Cobb in 2019, 63-35. Since then, though, it's been North Cobb winning the last 3 meetings of these two teams. In 2020, North Cobb won at 28-26. 2 years ago, 2021, North Cobb won 35-9. And last year, North Cobb came away with a 35-21 win in that one. Last year, I mentioned North Cobb 9-3. They made it to the second round of the playoffs. They won their opening round playoff matchup last year against Denmark, but lost 43-7 in the second round to Mill Creek. For Marietta, it was much the same. Despite the 5-7 overall record, they finished 3-1 as the number 2 seed in Region 3-7A. They also won their opening round playoff matchup, a 35-0 shutout win over Newton, before dropping a 47-14 second round playoff matchup to powerful Carrollton. So both these teams losing to the 2 Class 7A state championship game participants in Mill Creek and Carrollton for North Cobb and Marietta respectively. No shame in losing to those guys, that's for sure. So the guys that we're going to call a lot tonight probably, it's going to be quarterback Nick Grimstead. He's the man that runs the offense for Shane Queen's North Cobb Warriors. He's a junior quarterback, and running the football, no doubt about it, you're going to get a heavy dose of David Easy Umume, the senior running back. Gets the majority of the carries for the Warriors. For Marietta, there's a number of players and a number of candidates who will be and get involved in the offense and the defense tonight. Defensively, look for Joseph Mosley. He's the free safety. He leads the team in tackles. He's a 6-foot senior, again, coming in at free safety. The quarterback, he's a good one. Chase McCravey, 4-year quarterback. Starter here the last 3 years. He's thrown for over 4,000 career yards. And so we're going to be calling, I'm sure, Chase McCravey's name. He'll be looking to Bobby Butler, Luke Morgan. Also going to call Russell Bay's name. He's a running back who will split the carries tonight with starter Jalen Frazier, the starting running back. Want to say hello to my buddy Stephen Tate. What's up, Steve? Chris Sellers. Appreciate it, Chris. Chris checking out the game as the Blue Devils making their way onto the field from the north end zone. My buddy Kenneth Fleming checking out tonight's game. Kenneth says, Phil, my jackets are off tonight, so I'm going to be checking this one out. I love it. Talking about those Thomas County Central jackets. Says, here come the Warriors from North Cobb. Well, they had a doozy of a game, did North Cobb last week against the Buford Wolves. That thing was nip and tuck. And as Shane Queen told me, of course, I talked to both Shane Queen and Bryant Appling, 2 of the coaches that I talk to each week as part of our coaches show packages. And both coaches pretty much agreed that the game came down to a matter of depth for Buford. Just too many weapons that they could throw in late in the game, and that really was the difference. And Coach Shane Queen pretty much acknowledged that same thing. So we're going to see if the Warriors can get their first victory of the night. Now, Marietta, they're a scrappy bunch. Talking to one of their assistant coaches earlier, said last week they just came out, got out to a little bit of a quick start against Roswell, but from there it went downhill quickly. A lot of drop passes, a lot of miscues, and, you know, games that can start off well can turn in a hurry, and that's exactly what happened with Marietta last week. But that was then. This is now. My buddy Rusty Cravey is watching tonight. Rusty, thanks, brother. It was great to see you last week in Tifton. And, Rusty, we will be safe coming home tonight. Rusty, thanks so much for checking out the game, and I hope you'll stay for all of tonight's game and chat with me tonight. Hope all of you guys will chat with me tonight as we're getting ready to tee it up with Kennesaw Mountain providing a beautiful backstop in the western sky as the sun sets here in North Georgia. We're getting ready for tonight's big Class 7A matchup between North Cobb and Marietta, and we are underway. Going to be taking it the 15, 20, 25, 30. Pushing ahead for additional yardage. That right, that night, number 22, Landon Mannery, the sophomore. Actually, Mikhail Jackson, we got a couple of 22s on the roster tonight, so that was Jackson on the return there. So we're going to see Marietta on offense first here tonight. Again, Chase McCravey, he's a good one. He's got over 4,000 career yards. He'll be in the gun. Takes the high snap, looks, throws, quick toss, near side, complete to number 1, Bobby Butler. Coming up to make the quick tackle, Jason Greer, junior linebacker for North Cobb. Going to bring up second down. We'll call it 7. McCravey, another high snap. He'll pull it down. He'll hand off. Again, that's going to be number 12, Jalen Frazier getting the carry. Not much against that stout North Cobb defense. North Cobb in the orange and white. The white tops, the orange bottoms. Some of the best looking uniforms in the state, if you ask me. I love the orange and white. Love that. Of course, I also love the Blue Devils scheme. The navy blue trimmed in white. So 2 good-looking teams outfitted in beautiful-looking uniforms. Let's see if their style of play can match that. Empty backfield. McCravey looks, being chased out of the pocket. On the run. Now he's going to tuck it in and run, try to run for the first down, and he'll have it. So McCravey going to run for the first down. So Marietta successful on a 3rd and long. They pick up the first down. McCravey getting it done with his feet. I mentioned he's got over 4,000 career passing yards, but McCravey can also get it done with his feet. He's got over 500 career rushing yards and 8 touchdowns on the ground. Got a man streaking wide open down here. It's complete. Marietta has just hit a long pass to a wide open receiver. That was Jalen Frazier who got behind the North Cobb defensive backs. He was wide open. McCravey found him for a big gain. And it's going to be Marietta with a first down deep in North Cobb territory. They're going to spot it at the Warrior 23-yard line. So McCravey showing that arm of his. Play action. McCravey wants to throw. Good protection. Throws near side. Misses his man. Had him open here on the near side. Pass intended for Luke Morgan, senior receiver. Jonathan James Gibson checking in from Florida. What's up, Jonathan? Alexander Smith checking us out from Statesboro. Guys, keep those comments coming. Love to hear from y'all. Here's Marietta now. A couple of receivers out far wide, but they're going to run it. Again, going back to Frazier with a nice run off the right side. He's going to take it inside the 20. Going to spot it at about the 19. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 6. Here's North Cobb now with some heavy substitutions. Ball spotted at the 19. Marietta just hit a long pass to put him here in good field position, but it's 3rd and 6. Snap. McCravey looks, throws, crossing route, complete. Inside the 5-yard line, it goes to Bobby Butler. And that's another Marietta Blue Devil first down. Here's the Blue Devils now. They want to go with some tempo. North Cobb going to run a couple of players late, and I think North Cobb says, hey, we got to take a timeout and try to slow this Blue Devil train down. So North Cobb takes a timeout. That'll give us a chance to tell you about our friends at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. Guys, remember, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, you folks in South Georgia and North Florida got a taste of the hurricane that come roaring through, especially you folks down in Valdosta. So you know what it's like to need insurance. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance can set you up for any kind of future disasters, be it home, auto, life, farm. Have peace of mind. Call Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, toll free, 877-404-1050 to find an agent near you. You can also go to their website, gfbinsurance.com. All right, coming out of the timeout now. Here's Marietta in business. First and goal to go inside the North Cobb 5. Play action. McCravey looks. Going to keep it. They're going to run him out of bounds. I think they're going to lose a yard. Check the spot. They're going to spot him at the 6. So he'll actually lose 2 yards. But give McCravey credit. He decided to just eat it instead of trying to force it. All right, Marietta now trying to strike first here tonight. They've moved the ball from deep in their own territory after receiving the opening kick. 9 minutes to go in the opening quarter. McCravey looks, going to throw. Complete. It's a touchdown for Marietta. Do we have a penalty flag? Check the call. We got a penalty flag on the play, so let's hold it. Let's see what we get. Marietta is retreating. We have an illegal shift called on Marietta, so take the touchdown off the board. So now you're going to move it back to the 11-yard line. Now, it will remain second down, and it will remain second and goal to go, even with the ball outside the 10-yard line. So got to score. No first down here, despite the ball being at the 11. Second down, 11, goal to go for Marietta after the penalty. McCravey takes the snap, looks, wants to throw. A lot of protection. Throws to the end zone. Had a man wide open. Touchdown. Luke Morgan got open. Wide open. McCravey had great protection. And McCravey fired a bullet right across the middle to a wide open Luke Morgan. So Marietta will strike first. It'll come at 8:45 of the first quarter. An 11-yard touchdown pass. Here's the extra point. It's up. It's good. So at 8:45 of the first quarter, Marietta has struck on an 11-yard touchdown pass from Chase McCravey to his fellow senior, wide receiver Luke Morgan. And so Marietta takes the opening kick, and they move it down the field and score. The drive covers 75 yards. Jim Blair gives us an update. 7-0, Colquitt County up on Lee County. That's going to be a big one. Guys, keep me updated on that one. Colquitt County, Lee County. In fact, we got several big games to look at tonight and try to keep up with. I make my pick 6, which kick goes into the end zone and out of the end zone for a touchback. And so we're going to see North Cobb on offense first here for the first time tonight. as they trail 7-0. So pick six is what we call it. I try to select 6 of the top games from around the state. And, of course, Marietta, Colquitt County and Lee County is one of them. Yes, this game we always include our ITG Next Game of the Week. Marietta North Cobb, one of my pick 6 games. But I'll tell you what the others are and see how I'm doing tonight on my pick 6. Okay, so you think Chase McCravy's good. What do you take a look at this guy, Nick Grimstead? Boy, he's a good one. He's going to line up at quarterback, going to hand off right side. And not much. Look out. Fighting for yardage. That time was David Easy Umume. And nothing doing. He was able to break away from the first line of defense, but not able to get away at the end, and he's going to suffer a big loss. Second down and long now for North Cobb. Grimstead looks, throws. Complete. Out to the 20 goes David Easy Umume. So it's going to bring up now 3rd down and 10. North Cobb going to go with trip. 3 receivers far side. Now they'll move a man in the slot. 1 receiver out wide here to the near side. The lone back, Easy Umume. Grimstead wants to throw. Throws. It's intercepted. Marietta has come up with an interception. It's intercepted. And the man that was a big part of the offense on that opening drive, Jalen Frazier, lines up as defensive back. And he comes up with the interception. And so Marietta now is going to take over. They've got all the momentum, and they've got the ball on the North Cobb side of the 50. In fact, they're going to take over at the Warriors' 39-yard line. Grimstead, a off-target throw that time. It's an interception, and now here comes Marietta. McCravy throws near side, complete to the 31 to Bobby Butler. Well, I tell you right now, Chase McCravy is looking just as good as advertised. Going to bring up 2nd down, 2 yards needed for the first. We're at Northcutt Stadium in Marietta. Snap, McCravy. Look out. There goes Frazier, shot out of a cannon, taking it down to about the 16, 17-yard line. And right now, Marietta is looking good. North Cobb seems to be playing a little shell-shocked right now. But we're early, so plenty of time left to play, but North Cobb trying to find an answer. McCravy going to hand it to Frazier again. He'll get a tough yard or 2, maybe. Askew making the tackle for North Cobb. Going to bring up 2nd down, 8 needed for the first after Frazier bolted ahead for 2 yards on that play. Boy, I tell you, the sun sets and it instantly cools off. It's feeling perfect. Finally, great football weather we're having tonight. McCravy, quick toss, right side, complete. Oh, what a move by the receiver for Marietta. That was number 14, Noah Brown. He is a shifty guy. He's very fast. He'll also return kicks and punts. I was talking to a couple of the Marietta assistant coaches before the game, and they said, be sure to look out for Noah tonight. He's a good one. High snap. McCravy able to pull it down. Now he's going to throw. Incomplete. McCravy did a good job of pulling that one down. Almost sailed over his head. Now, that's something that they're going to have to watch. That's 3 or 4 high snaps that McCravy's had to go up the ladder and get. And so that's going to bring up a 4th down. Marietta going to reach for looks like a 26-yard field goal. The hold's going to come at the 16. Snap, hold, kick. We've got whistles. So let's check and see what we've got. Going to be a false start. Ouch. So back them up 5. So we're going to have another try this time from Cole Bumgardner. So back it up. So it now goes from a 19 to a 20 or a 31-yard field goal to Tim. High snap. Kick is up. It's good. So at 5:55 of the opening quarter, Marietta has come out looking strong, and they capitalize with an opening drive touchdown. And after the interception on North Cobb's first series from Jalen Frazier of Marietta, the Blue Devils able to take advantage once again. And they get a 31-yard field goal from Cole Bumgardner, who puts it through to give Marietta now a 10-0 lead. Thanks so much for being with us tonight, guys. Again, big thanks to our sponsors, Georgia Farm Bureau and Baker Sports. Baker Sports and Pro Sports, proud to partner with ITG Next and sponsor tonight's football game. From athletes to fans, Baker's has got your apparel and sporting equipment needs covered. Thank you all for enjoying Friday Night Lights with us tonight. And don't forget to call Baker's 904-388-8126 for any of your future equipment needs. Kickoff, look out, North Cobb. Return man streaking down 50, 45, 40. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. North Cobb is going to come right back. You want to talk about just what the doctor ordered. North Cobb on their heels early, down 10-0. Nothing to get you back in the game like a long kick return, and that's exactly what T.J. Smith able to do for North Cobb. And boy, that is just what Shane Queen's Warriors needed there. Oh, but wait a minute. Oh, as I was making my notes, I look up, I see the penalty flag and take it off the board. Ouch. That hurts. So, forget everything I said. Instead of a long kick return that would have gone for about 90 yards, instead, North Cobb called for a hold. Here's Marietta now trying to run a defensive man on late. He'll get there. Grimstead, the quarterback, on a keeper. Nice run, taking it out over the 20. And he'll get about 13 yards and a North Cobb first down. So just when it looked like North Cobb was going to get back in this thing with a long kick return, they are called on a critical holding penalty. But, again, a lot of time left, and there they are coming out now with two nice runs on their first two plays of this particular possession. On that one, you've got David Easy Umume. He's their go-to guy. He'll get the majority of the carries tonight for the Warriors, and he got it on that one. Second down, Grimstead. And you'll see this all night. Grimstead in the gun with Easy Umume off one of his either right or left hips. Easy Umume gets the carry that time, but we've got whistles. Going to get an offside on Marietta. Ware County up on Benedictine 7-0. Alexander Smith, thanks for that one. Now Ware County 14-0 on Benedictine. Ouch. Look out. There he is again, David Eziamume. Big run. He'll have a lot of yards tonight. He is their go-to guy. He's their workhorse. Move the chains. That's another North Cobb first down. So here's the Warriors now finally finding a little bit of life. Quarterback keeper. And looks like now North Cobb, with Grimstead on the keeper, finding a little bit of momentum, taking it right to midfield. Marietta's going to jump off sides again, I believe. Grimstead with a couple of nice hard counts. And that'll move the ball up. Second down and maybe a half yard. This could be a waste play, a free play here for North Cobb. Let's see what they do. Second down in inches. Two receivers to either side. Grimstead takes it. Going to run it. Grimstead with some room. Boy, he's a good-looking athlete, isn't he? Look out. Here's Grimstead now. Taking it all the way to the 27-yard line. Gain of 18 yards that time from Grimstead. And don't look now, but here comes North Cobb trying to get back in this game. They've got a first down. They're on the march. Handoff to Eziamume. Tripped up. But he'll still lean forward for a couple. Just under 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter with Marietta leading at 10-0, but North Cobb on the march. North Cobb now going to go with a little bit of tempo. Grimstead going to hand it. Eziamume. A tough run that time, maybe a yard. Eziamume's helmet comes off, so he's going to have to come out of the game for a play. So big play here now for North Cobb, and actually it's a big play for both these teams. Marietta wants to try to stop this North Cobb drive that actually started back in their own 10 after the penalty on the 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown was nullified. But now North Cobb has just come right back, and they've driven it the length of the field, but critical third down. Grimstead takes the snap, looks, throws across the middle. Got a man open on a crossing route. Complete. That's T.J. Smith. Smith a little slow to get up. He's okay. Little gimpy, but he's all right. Good to see him get up. Boy, I tell you, Grimstead just as smooth as he can be. Did we get another penalty, though? Great day. Wow. Guys, I got to tell you, right now, North Cobb not doing themselves any favors. They just had a long kick return for a touchdown called back. And that time, they were looking at 1st and goal to go inside the Marietta 5, but no. They get a holding call, and now you've got North Cobb on the spot foul. That's going to be about a 27, 28-yard penalty, guys. Ouch. And Shane Queen is not happy. I don't think he's happy with his players. I don't think he's happy with the referees. They call timeout, and Shane Queen down there really letting the side judge hear it. Guys, I want to tell you, coming up at halftime, we'll give you our halftime recap presented by Baker Sports and Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. And then I'm going to ask you guys to help us out. At the end of the game, I'm going to announce one player from each team as the player of the game, presented by Baker Sports. Each player that I announce as the player of the game will receive a pair of shoulder pads from Baker Sports, but I'm going to get your input as the game goes on tonight. So around maybe the middle of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, I'll start to get your input. I want you guys to send me your thoughts, your input on who you think we should consider for tonight's player of the game. And again, that'll come later on. A lot of action between now and then, so be sure not to miss any of the action so you guys can help me identify and choose tonight's Baker Sports player of the game. I understand now that Lee County game 7-7. Lee County Colquitt. Third down and long. Grimstead throws complete. Pass complete inside the 20. Going to spot it there at the 17-yard line. The pass complete to Elijah Lee, senior wideout. And that's going to be a first down for North Cobb. A huge play. So here's North Cobb now, 1st and 10 at the Marietta 17. Boy, what a crazy game. North Cobb has been able to move it. And look out, here's a running play now. Eziamume trying to get to the corner. He makes one Marietta Blue Devil miss, but he'll finally be brought down at the 9-yard line. About an 8-yard gain that time from David Eziamume. Emmanuel Brunt says Marietta defensive line looking a little weak. Well, I think it's more really of Emmanuel, the North Cobb, really just finding some holes in the defensive front. I think we got a great game brewing here. Nick Grimstead on a keeper, not going to get very much. That time defensive line from Marietta looked quite stout. So I think you're looking at really, Emmanuel, it's two good offenses. That's how I will kind of define that. Mike Sorensen is watching. My buddy Rosser Sutherland, he's a big Marietta Blue Devil fan. In fact, I'm anointing him as our number one Marietta Blue Devil fan. I kind of give each team, I anoint their top fan. Eziamume dives for the end zone, and he's going to get there. Check for flags. They kind of got me a little bit shy here, but no, sir, it's a touchdown for Eziamume, who made it look easy. And now North Cobb going to try to cut into this lead. Eziamume will hold, and number 89, Mustafa Muhammad, is going to try to punch it through. It's blocked. Marietta's blocked the extra point. So Marietta comes through with a block on the extra point. But give North Cobb credit. They're penalized. They start from their own 10-yard line. They drive it 90 yards and come away with a touchdown. And despite the extra point being blocked, they have regained the momentum. And on a good-looking 90-yard drive, Eziamume, 9-yard touchdown run, makes it 10-6 game. The touchdown coming at 19 seconds of the first quarter. Baker Sports and Pro Sports are proud to partner with ITG Next and sponsor tonight's football game. From athletes to fans, Baker's has got your apparel and sporting equipment needs covered. Thank you all for enjoying Friday Night Lights with us tonight. And don't forget, call Baker's at 904-388-8255. 8126 for any of your future equipment needs. Big thanks to our friends at Baker Sports and Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. We're set to kick it off. A brand new game. A first quarter that was pretty much all Marietta now has seen North Cobb get back in it here. Look out. Big return though, Marietta. Oh my. Russell Bay, the senior. A lot of talented seniors in this one tonight. That one, Russell Bay. Picked it up right around his own 15-yard line, and he's going to get a nice return all the way on the North Cobb side of the 50. And once again, here's Marietta. Going to start with great field position at the North Cobb 43. Handoff. Right side, maybe a yard depending on the forward progress. And that was the man that just had the big kick return, Russell Bay. And that is the end of the first quarter. And what an action-packed first quarter you just witnessed with us. ITG next game of the week at North Cobb Stadium in Marietta has Marietta on top. 10. North Cobb 6. ITG next game of the week. Let's hear from our friends again from Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, guys. Go to their website if you want to find out about the different insurance needs that they offer. It's www. You can see the website on your screen. gfbinsurance.com. If you're in the Marietta area, your North Cobb office can help you. But no matter where you're watching this game, if you're in the state of Georgia, you've got a Georgia Farm Bureau insurance agent near you ready to offer you quotes on home, auto, life, farm insurance, and a whole lot more. Again, that is Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, one of our two sponsors of the ITG Next Game of the Week. All right, here we go. Start of the second quarter. McCravey going to take and a little toss out here to the near side. Complete, but not much. Going to Noah Brown. Well, you know, one thing about, so here's an interesting comparison between these two teams. Marietta got a lot of different guys. They spread the wealth around offensively. North Cobb, and neither one of these is wrong or right. It's just the interesting differences in the two approaches. I'll tell you more about it after this play. McCravey looks, steps up, going to rush out of there. Still looking. Now they're going to run him out of bounds. McCravey runs it out of bounds. They're going to spot him at the 38. And it's going to be fourth down now. Going to be interesting. What I was going to say, Marietta really spreads the wealth around. They get a lot of different guys involved. North Cobb, you're pretty much looking at David Eziamume, Nick Grimstead, Elijah Lee, T.J. Smith. So, hey, however and whatever it takes to get the job done, both these teams have shown flashes of brilliance tonight. Okay, so Marietta, like I thought, they're going to go for it. Fourth down, McCravey looks, quick toss, complete, wide receiver screen. Brown going to take it. He's going to be right at the first down. I think he's going to have enough. We got a penalty flag on the play. Boy, that is something that's really started coming in big here tonight. We have an injured player on the field. The North Cobb Warrior is down. Trying to find the number. Looks like they're checking around his knee. Here comes Shane Queen out to check on the player. Guys, want to remind you, I talk every week with the head coach of the North Cobb Warriors, Shane Queen. and we do appreciate him joining us. You can listen to that show and many more conversations I have with coaches from around the state. ITG Next. Check out all of my coaches' conversations. Guys, there's so much we offer you in the way of high school sports coverage with a heavy dose of high school football coverage right now. ITG Next Georgia, guys. Be sure to go online and check us out. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We've got you covered when it comes to high school sports. Be sure to check out my show every Monday night, Extra Point with Phil Jones. Again, we talk a lot of high school football. Okay, so the injured player was able to come off. That was Caden Trotter. He was able to come out under his own power. Back to action now. McCravey, heavy rush. Going to throw it downfield. Jump ball down there. Who's got it? Incomplete. Dangerous pass that time. You had 3 white and orange jerseys down there around one lone Marietta receiver. Blue Devils lucky that wasn't picked off. It'll fall harmlessly to the turf. Incomplete. So the ball is going to go over on downs, and North Cobb will take over. Again, a first quarter that was all Marietta except for the final couple of minutes when North Cobb mounted a 90-yard drive to get a touchdown, their first one of that first quarter, and finally get back in this thing. And right now it's anybody's ball game, 10-6. An exciting game tonight. ITG Next Game of the Week. Grimstead throws. Oh, almost intercepted. Dangerous pass. Number 19, Joseph Mosley, free safety. He leads the team in tackles. And that time he almost come up with Marietta's second interception of the night. Mike Sorensen gives us a score. North Gwinnett trailing Parkview 14-3. That's at the start of the second. If you guys got any scores, Mike, thank you for that. Any other scores you guys have got, pass them along to me. I'd love to have them. Second down, North Cobb. Delayed draw. Easy Amume. Look out. No, wait a minute. Yes. There he goes. 30, 20, 15, 10. Are you kidding me? David. Easy Amume. Whoa. $57-yard touchdown run from David Eziamume. Great day. Broke away from 1-2 tackles, and he was off to the races. What a talent he is. Extra point now from Muhammad with Eziamume. It's blocked again. The second consecutive blocked extra point tonight by the Marietta defensive front. So your score is now North Cobb 12, Marietta 10. What a game. 57-yard touchdown run from David Eziamume comes at 10:24 of the second quarter. And again, though, the second straight extra point attempt blocked by Marietta. So it's a 12-10 game. What a game we have got. Crazy. Baker Sports and Pro Sports are proud to be the presenting sponsor between Marietta and North Cobb tonight. Athletes and fans alike, between Bakers and Pro Sports, you can get your gear covered from cheerleading to football to fans. We are a one-stop shop for top quality sports apparel and equipment. Call us at 904-388-8126. That's 904-388-8126 for all of your sporting good needs. We are Baker Sports and Pro Sports. Mike Sorensen said he is a load freight train. Man, he is, isn't he? Wow. Laricious Glover says, go Marietta. If you're a Marietta fan, alumni, or North Cobb, little pooch kick taken by the up man. And Marietta, despite not having much of a return, is going to start with good field position yet again from around their own 40. 12-10, what was a commanding, or what we thought was a commanding Marietta 10-0 lead, has now turned into, and I mean just like that, a 2-point North Cobb lead at 12-10. What a game. You got a feeling it's going to be one of those nights back and forth seesaw affair tonight. Let's see. Marietta back on offense, going to try to run it. Right side, not much. May have lost a yard. Yeah, they'll give him a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12. That's going to spot now the line of scrimmage back at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 12-10. North Cobb now with the lead. Under 9 minutes to go in the first half. Quick toss. McCravy threw it into heavy traffic. Incomplete. So it's going to bring up 3rd down now for Marietta. 9:33 rather to go in the first half. 9:33. Marietta with a revamped and larger video board that they put here in the offseason. This is one of the nicer stadiums to watch a football game anywhere. All right, so 3rd and long. McCravy wants to throw, throws, near side. Complete. What a pass. Threw it off his back foot to Luke Morgan, but he still got a lot on the football. Are you kidding me? Chase McCrary. So Chase McCravy now comes up with another big throw on 3rd down. We've seen him already make a lot of those tonight. He came into this game with over 4,000 career passing yards, and you can see why. 1st down now for Marietta. They're going to go back to the run, bouncing it outside. He'll be cut down at the 45, number 3, Russell Bay. I'm telling you, Marietta, they got weapons all over the place. Russell Bay, Bobby Butler, Luke Morgan. We've called all those names tonight already. Kathy Jackson says, "Let's go Warriors." Let me hear from you guys tonight. McCravy, play action, going to bootleg out. Man, wide open for Marietta, taking it to the 30-yard line. And that time it's going to go to Thomas Abercrombie. I think that's the first time we've called his name and number tonight. He'll line up at the tight end position. He's a big one. 6 foot, 200 pounds. And that time, that was a beautiful play call. McCravy, play action. He bootlegged out to the far side. Had Abercrombie wide open in the flats. And it's a Marietta 1st down. So now here comes Marietta. They led 10-0. They trailed 12-10. Now they're trying to get back down and regain the lead. Penalty flag is going to be a false start on the Blue Devils. One thing that has hurt both of these teams in this first half has been penalty flags, guys. No matter if you are a fan of either of these teams, or if you're maybe a fan of another team that's not playing tonight, let us hear from you. Let me know where you're checking out the game from, who you're a fan of, and again, going to be looking forward to you guys helping me identify the player of the game later tonight. McCravy throwing it long downfield, got a man open. Incomplete. I thought he had him. Pass was intended for Bobby Butler. McCravy trying to drop it in the breadbasket over the shoulder catch. Put it right on the money, but nothing to do with incomplete. Wow, great throw. Second down and long after the penalty, second down. 8:07 to go in the opening half with North Cobb leading at 12-10. McCravey looks, quick toss, complete. That was Noah Brown who made the catch. He just couldn't quite get out of the ankle tackle that time by North Cobb until he had reinforcement coming in to help. So not much there. It's going to bring up third and long now for the Blue Devils of head coach Richard Morgan. Shane Queen is just constantly barking at the referees. All right, so here we go. Third down, McCravey. Going to send a man out now on the wing. McCravey looks, heavy rush, screen pass, complete, but nothing doing. North Cobb able to sniff that one out. Coming up to make the tackle for North Cobb, number 6, Jamari Major, with some help from Grayson Hodges. So what was a very promising Marietta drive stifled by a holding call that really stunted the drive. And now you're looking at decision time again for head coach Richard Morgan. Going to be fourth down, but it looked for a second there like Morgan was going to leave the offense on the field. But now they'll try to punt North Cobb down deep. Here's the snap. The punt. Low line drive kick. Going to hit at the 10, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So North Cobb will take over. First and 10. That was Davis Parrott, the punter. Tried to pin North Cobb deep that time, but couldn't get the ball to lay down. Coming up on a big weekend, guys. Hope you enjoy all of the great football action. Don't forget on Monday, you can check out my live show that I do every Monday at 5 o'clock. It's called Extra Point, and it's right here at the ITG Next Facebook page. We talk high school football. We'll talk about all the games that are going on tonight. So be sure to join us. Grimstead on the keeper. Nice gain, about 6 yards on the carry. Going to bring up second down. Under 6 minutes to go in the opening half. North Cobb leads it 12-10. I'm Phil Jones, your play-by-play man tonight for the ITG Next Game of the Week, brought to you by Baker Sporting Goods and Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. Easy Amume, who's not very easy to bring down. He gets the carry, and he's going to get enough for the first down. He needed 4. He got about 4.5. Clint Haynes, my buddy. Clint, it's great to hear from you, brother. I have not heard from my buddy Clint in a while, and it's always good to see Clint. He's a good friend. Clint, thanks for checking in, brother. I'll get the rest of you guys. Hey, let me hear from y'all tonight, man. Let's talk it up. Let me hear you guys chat it up with us tonight. Grimstead looks, heavy rush, just gets rid of it. It's intercepted. Marietta's come up to an interception. Number 19, that's Joseph Mosley with an interception. That's second of the night. Grimstead had a Blue Devil right in his face when he threw that one. I think that altered the pass just enough to allow Joseph Mosley to grab the interception, and it will come at 4:56 of the second quarter. And so let's see if Marietta can take advantage of that. They've got it inside the North Cobb 30. McCravey wants to throw. Another flag. It's intercepted by North Cobb, and they fumble it. And they pick it up. And there goes the North Cobb man streaking down the field, and nobody's going to touch him. Is this live? It is a live ball, but now check the flag. What do we got? What do we got? Are you kidding me? We're going to have to sort this one out. Folks, this has been a crazy one tonight. It's a holding on Marietta. And just like that, the turnover gods giveth and they taketh away. Unbelievable turn of events. So Marietta comes through with an interception. It looks like they're going to take over and try to go in and score, regain the momentum. Chase McCravey throws an interception right back to North Cobb. On the play, they fumble, but Chris Neal, a senior, picks it up, and he rumbles and stumbles. He actually didn't stumble any, guys. He rumbled full speed, 60 yards. For the fumble recovery, touchdown. And on the jet sweep attempt for the 2-point conversion, Marietta is going to sniff it out. So with 4:34, let's see if we can slow this thing down and try to recap for you. It's 18-10 now. Goodness gracious, are you kidding me? So Marietta gets an interception. McCravey throws it right back. And I apologize, I didn't catch the number for the North Cobb man that came up with the interception. But it was Caden Trotter who picked the fumble up on the fumble after the North Cobb interception. And he takes it 60 yards for the touchdown. There was a penalty flag, so we weren't sure if the play was live. But as it all turns out, it was a holding call on Marietta, obviously declined, and just like that, North Cobb has responded after trailing 10-0 with 18 unanswered points. Kickoff taken at the 12. Another nice return from the Blue Devils. And Marietta is going to put it in play, trailing it by 8 points. Again, now keep in mind, you've got North Cobb with 3 unsuccessful point-after attempts. That could play a difference in this game. We'll have to wait and see. Handoff going to Jalen Frazier. Not much. Maybe a yard. What a game, guys. Listen, doesn't matter if you're a fan, really, or follow either team, but if you're a fan of high school football, this is exciting high school football game at its best. We have an official's timeout. Let's check some of the comments coming in. My buddy Clint Haynes said, wow, I hear you. Charles King says this is a good game. Jonathan James Gibson says, I'm a Lee County graduate that lives in Florida now, but will always be a Georgia fan. I hear you. Charles King says, Tifton Blue Devils in Florida enjoying the game. Thanks, Phil. Charles, thanks so much for checking us out tonight. Benedictine is pulled even now with Ware County, 14-14. I bet that was a good one. Little wide receiver screen. North Cobb going to come up and sniff that one out for no gain. Going to be a loss on the play. So now you can obviously sense a shift in momentum here. As it was pretty much all Marietta in the first quarter, for the majority of the first quarter, and then a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown that looked like was going to make it a 10-6 game. It was called back, and you're thinking, okay, that's just going to kill the North Cobb momentum, but it did not. Started from their own 10. They drove it 90 yards, and they really haven't looked back since. And they lead it 18-10. Marietta now. Third down, throw, complete. Going to be a couple of yards short of the first down, I think. Let's see what Coach Richard Morgan and the Blue Devils decide to do. Okay, well, they're saying it's a first down. Now, North Cobb is going to take a timeout. North Cobb is going to take a timeout. I'm going to see if I can sort out this exact down and distance situation while I tell you about our friends again at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. Guys, all you got to do is go to www.gfbinsurance.com and you can find out where an agent is near you. Could be in the very town you live in. If not, you'll have one close by that can help you with your insurance needs. Looking for insurance for your home, your auto, life, farm, they've got you covered at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. In addition to the website, gfbinsurance.com, call them, 877-404-1050. 877-404-1050. That's Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. All right, coming out of the timeout now. It is fourth down. Marietta's going to go for it. Are you kidding me? On their own side of the 50, and this is a gutsy call. If indeed they're going to go for it. Now, they may decide to try to draw North Cobb off sides. We got a penalty flag on the play. Goodness gracious. What do we got? Is that a sideline? I'm thinking it's maybe a sideline warning. No. It's an illegal substitution on North Cobb, and oh boy, are you kidding me? That is going to give Marietta a first down without having to snap the football. And boy, can you imagine how Shane Queen, I can tell you, he is not happy, and I don't blame him. So Marietta was going to go for it on their own side of the 50. Fourth down, trailing by 8, and they get a gift from North Cobb. So new set of downs at the 50. Throw, complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 45, gain of 5. Second down and 5. We're just under 3 minutes to go in the first half. 2:55 to go here in the second quarter. North Cobb leads it 18-10. This has been an exciting football game we've had so far. ITG next game of the week. So second down and 5 at the North Cobb 45. Marietta would love nothing more than to try to get a touchdown, and you can bet your bottom dollar if they score, they'll go for 2 to try to tie it, but we'll see what happens. McCravey looks. Heavy rush. He's going to be sacked. Penalty flag. Probably going to be a hold on Marietta, but let's wait and see. That's exactly what we're going to get. So it's going to be a sack on McCravey. That's going to be the first sack of the night for North Cobb, and it is a penalty flag. And a holding call on Marietta. So now it's going to be third and long for the Blue Devils. Clock runs 2:37, 2:36, 2:35, 2:34 to go in the first half. North Cobb leads at 18-10. Two receivers either side. McCravey, short drop, looks, throws. Almost intercepted. Errant pass, incomplete. So after having a gift of a first down handed to him on an illegal substitution, Marietta not able to do anything with it. They go 3 and out after that, and now they will have to punt it away. Davis Parrott into punt it away. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. Line drive kick. They're kicking it away from the return man. And the ball will roll out of bounds at the 25-yard line. What an interesting and crazy and fun-filled first half we've had here tonight at Northcutt Stadium here in North Cobb County. Battle going on between these two Cobb County Class 7A powerhouses, 2019 Marietta State champions. Here they are 4 years later trying to return to glory land. North Cobb, every year they seem to be right in the middle of things. 10-2, consecutive 10-2. Last year 9-3 finishes. Been a long time since they lost a region game. Shane Queen has done a great job at North Cobb. Wide receiver screen, quick toss, far side, complete. But great pursuit by Marietta to keep the gain at a short distance, only about 3 or 4 on the game. We're under 2 minutes now. North Cobb going with a little bit of momentum, or a little bit of tempo here, I should say. Handoff, Easy Amume. Taking it to the 43, first down. Here comes North Cobb. Now, boy, wouldn't a touchdown really give North Cobb quite a cushion? So, interesting couple of minutes here to end the first half. Let's see what happens. Quick toss. Complete. Pass was complete to T.J. Smith. George just shy of midfield. Clock continues to run now. We're nearing a minute to go. Second and long. Grimstead takes it, looks all day to throw. Pass off the receiver's hands. Lucky that wasn't intercepted, but it'll fall incomplete. Pass intended again for T.J. Smith. Hit him right in the hands. 1 minute, exactly. 1 minute to go in the first half with North Cobb leading at 18-10. Kathy Jackson says, thank you for streaming the game. Kathy, you are more than welcome. Glad you're watching tonight. Third down. Pass in the flats, complete. That was Easy Amume, who took a big hit. I think it stunned the defensive man, though. That was Drew Box. Come up and laid a helmet on Easy Amume, who's not easy to bring down. It did stop him, shy of the first down. So now, let's see what Shane Queen and North Cobb decides to do. So you got 4th down and 3 needed for the first. The ball sits right at midfield. Shane Queen has brought his entire troops over. We've got 49 seconds left. Marietta has all of their timeouts left. North Cobb has none. They just used their last one. So now here comes North Cobb. And you got to believe they're going to punt this one away, right? But why would they have called a timeout? Look out. See if they try some funny business here. I don't think they're going to punt it, and they're not. Oh, well, they may be. No, they're going to fake it. It's a fake punt. You had to believe they were going to fake it, guys. They had T.J. Smith lined up back there to take the snap. But they're going to bring him down just short of the first down. I thought he got it, but they're saying no. Wow. Listen, that didn't fool me, and I don't think it fooled Richard Morgan and the Blue Devils, but still. They almost pulled it off, but almost doesn't count. So now that's a gutsy call, and let's see if it backfires on Shane Queen's North Cobb Warriors, because Marietta is going to take over just shy of midfield. 45 seconds left. North Cobb leads it 18-10. You can bet McCravy's going to air this one out. Let's see what happens. McCravy takes the snap, looks, heavy rush. He's going to be down. Sack. Quarterback sack. Stops the clock. 39 seconds left. That hurts if you're a Marietta fan. Second down, 19. Marietta is going to take a timeout. That's going to give us a chance to remind you, coming up again at halftime, going to be our halftime recap presented by Baker Sports and Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. And again, guys, you want to be sure to stick around second half. Why would you leave this game? This is one of the most exciting games I've called in a while. And around maybe the end of the third quarter, into the fourth quarter, I'm going to ask you guys to help me select the Baker Sports Player of the Game. And we're going to name a Player of the Game for each team. And that player from each team that we name as the Player of the Game, going to receive a free set of shoulder pads from Baker Sports. All right, here we go. Coming out of the timeout now. Second down long, McCravy. Wide receiver screen complete. Nothing doing, though. Nothing there. And Marietta going to instantly take a timeout. Stop the clock. So now you're down to 33 seconds. And that's their third and last timeout Marietta takes. So now you've got... Now you got to wonder here if you're Marietta. I mean, you got third and 2 miles. They've got to get the ball all the way to the North Cobb 42-yard line. And the ball sits at their own 39. So third and about 19 needed for the first. Third and long, 33 seconds left. McCravy takes it. They're going to hand it off. That's Russell Bay, and he's going to be brought down way short of the first down. So Richard Morgan and company decided, after they didn't get anything on those first two plays, they decided to play it safe. And with neither team able to stop the clock, that will run out the end of the first half. And that'll do it. The horn sounds to signal the end of the first half, and what a first half it was. Marietta got out to a 10-0 lead. And North Cobb came roaring back, 18 unanswered points, but all 3 extra point attempts, no good. 2 blocked and a 2-point conversion unsuccessful. And again, let's see if that hurts North Cobb when it's all said and done. Right now, though, They lead it 18-10 as both these teams head to the locker room here at halftime. My buddy Obadiah Farley is watching. What's up, brother? Thomasville up 14-7 on Bainbridge. 7 minutes left to go in the half there. Thanks for that, Obadiah. Big Thomas County Central fan. Here we are 18-10. By the way, we are going to allow you guys to enjoy halftime entertainment with these two bands playing tonight here at the half, we think. Right now, though, let's give you our halftime recap presented by Baker Sports and Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. Marietta got the ball on the opening drive. They took it 75 yards, and they punch it in on an 11-yard touchdown pass from Chase McCravey to Luke Morgan. The extra point was good. The touchdown and the extra point comes at 8:45 of the first. And Marietta was off and running. They led it 7-0. Then an interception by Marietta's Jalen Frazier set up Marietta for their second score of the night. It would be a 31-yard field goal from Cole Bumgartner, and that gave Marietta a 10-0 lead. Just when it looked like Marietta was getting ready to run away with this thing, not so fast. North Cobb comes back with a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, but hold the phone. A penalty flag, a holding call, takes the touchdown off the board. So North Cobb had to start 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line. The game's still 10-0 in the favor of Marietta. But North Cobb would not be denied. They went on a 90-yard drive, chewed up a lot of clock. In fact, they chewed up almost all of the rest of the clock in the first quarter. And they would punch it in after driving 90 yards, a 9-yard touchdown run from David Eziamume. The extra point was blocked, and at the end of the first quarter, you had North Cobb trailing it 10-6. We go to the second quarter. North Cobb comes out, 57-yard touchdown run from David Eziamume. It comes at 10:24. We're less than 2 minutes into the second quarter when Eziamume took off for his long touchdown run. That put North Cobb up 12-10. Again, the extra point was blocked, but North Cobb led it by 2. Then an interception by Marietta. Number 19, Joseph Mosley, intercepts it. That gives Marietta the ball. They can't do anything with it. And then a crazy turn of events. We have the third interception of the night by Marietta, but they fumble it. North Cobb picks it up, and they return it 60 yards on the fumble recovery and the touchdown. And they go up 18-10. The try for 2 points, no good. And that's where we stand at the half, with North Cobb leading it 18-10. Guys, again, our friends at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance want to remind you, go to their website at gfbinsurance.com and find an agent near you. Remember, they offer auto insurance, life insurance. Are you and your family, are you insured enough? If something was to happen to you, make sure you have enough life insurance. You can talk to your local Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and they can answer all your questions about your life, auto, home, farm insurance, any insurance that you need. Let Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance take care of your insurance needs. Also, big thanks to our friends at Baker Sports We want to welcome all football fanatics tonight. Friday Night Lights. It's finally here. Man, season is rolling right along, isn't it? Baker Sports and Pro Sports together serve as your one-stop destination for top quality sports equipment. Whether you're a player or a passionate fan, Baker's has got you covered. Remember to call Baker's at 904-388-8126 for all your sporting good needs. All right, guys, welcome back. We are getting ready to start the third quarter of play here at North Cobb Stadium in Marietta. Thanks so much for being with us tonight on the ITG Next Game of the Week with North Cobb leading at 18-10. Our game tonight and each and every game all season long brought to you by our friends at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance and our friends at Baker Sporting Goods. All right, so taking a look at our viewership tonight, guys. Want to thank everybody for checking out the live stream. Russ Dooley says, doing a little scouting of North Cobb for next week when they visit the Northside Eagles. Russ, thanks so much for the kind words, buddy. Really appreciate the comments. Nathan Sloan checking out the game. Charlie Jones checking out the game. Chris Sellers, Bainbridge 14, Thomasville 14, 2 minutes to go. Michael Strange checking us out tonight. So I think Nathan says 24-14 Pack at the half. How about that? And do I understand that Benedictine has gone up on Ware County? Alexander Smith Jr. says Benedictine 17-14. Guys, don't forget, now pay attention to this third quarter because I'm going to be trying to pick a player of the game for each team tonight, and the player of the game is going to receive a pair of shoulder pads from Baker Sports. But I will enlist the help of you guys to help me choose who you think the player of the game is. All right, so my pick 6 tonight, I actually had Benedictine beating Ware 27-21, so I'm keeping an eye on that one. I had Bainbridge beating Thomasville 35-32. I had Gainesville beating Clark Central 37-33. Does anybody have anything on the Warner Robins Valdosta game? Lee County Colquitt. I had Colquitt County winning that one 33-21. And as I said, North Cobb, I had winning this one tonight. But there's still a lot of football left to be played in this one. So, guys, help me out. Send me some scores. Gainesville, Clark Central. Anybody got anything on that one? Warner Robins, Valdosta. Anybody got anything on that one? Let me know, guys. As we are set to begin the second half of play. Boy, it is finally feeling like football weather here in North Georgia tonight. I hope it's feeling like football weather where you are tonight. We are high atop North Cobb Stadium here in Marietta. What a great view we have. So Michael Mayer gives us Gainesville Clark Central tied at 7. Thanks for that, Michael. Anybody got anything on Valdosta Warner Robins? I'm looking for that one. Bainbridge Thomasville, Benedictine Ware. Continue to feed me those scores. I would appreciate it, guys, as we get ready to call this one. What a great, exciting brand of football we saw in the first half. Are we going to see that same excitement matched here in the second half? Let's find out together as North Cobb going to receive the opening kick. Here we go. High end over end kick, and there will be no returning this one. Man, he's got a leg, does number 36, Davis Parrott. He kicks off and punts, and then you've got Cole Baumgartner for Marietta, who kicks field goals. Both those young men doing an extra job. Charlton Harris says, not feeling much like football weather in Houston County. He says it's still hot in Houston County, Mr. Producer. Jim Blair tells us Packers lead. Okay, here we go. Thanks for keep giving me the update, guys, and I appreciate that as we get ready to start the second half. Grimstead going to hand it to David Eziamume. And the PA announcer is just butchering David's last name. I know I've got it because I talk to Shane Queen every week, and he explained to me exactly how to pronounce it tonight, guys. So I feel confident in the pronunciation of number 2, David Eziamume. He got a yard on that last play. 2nd and 9. North Cobb from their own 21. They lead it 18-10. Snap. Play action. Gonna throw. TJ Smith's got it. Far side. Taking it to the 29. Gonna be about a yard short of the first down. Gonna bring up 3rd and a yard. Boy, you can see the explosiveness from North Cobb, and you can see why they gave Buford all they can handle. But coming into this game, they're 0-2. If you can believe that. They're trying to change that. Just underway, 3rd quarter. 3rd and short. Who you think's going to get the ball here? Yeah, Eziamume will get it, and he'll get about 4. Shane Queen is some kind of intense. Letting his assistants have it. I love it. He's some kind of intense. I got to ask him about that. Look out! Eziamume, just like that. Takes it to the 45. Man, he's an electrifying, great-looking back. This is my first time seeing North Cobb, guys. Caught a lot of football. My first ever time seeing North Cobb, and I'm impressed with what I'm seeing here. There he is, Eziamume. Boy, they just, this is what you do when you have great backs. Give them the ball. We call it feeding the beast, and that's meant with all full respect, guys. Warner Robins trails Valdosta 7-0 is what Michael Mayer is telling us. First quarter. Thank you, Michael. Handoff, stretching it out. Look out. There he goes. Oh, my goodness. We have a penalty flag on the ground. We'll check the call. It's obviously against North Cobb, as they are not happy. Referee's now telling Coach Queen and everyone to get back. North Cobb fans don't like it. I can certainly tell you that the North Cobb coaching staff doesn't like it. I haven't got an official call of what happened. I'm guessing it's a holding call. North Cobb wants to take a timeout. They're going to try to regroup here. I tell you, what a running back David Eziamume is. Great day in the morning. Penalty or no penalty. Michael Mayer, and Mike, I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right, says Easy is so good. Indeed, he is, isn't he? Wow. Unbelievable running back. Guys, want to tell you about our friends at Baker Sports. Baker Sports and Pro Sports are proud to be the presenting sponsor between Marietta and North Cobb tonight. Athletes and fans alike, between Bakers and Pro Sports, you can get your gear covered from cheerleading to football to fans. They're a one-stop shop for top quality sports apparel and equipment. Call us at 904-388-8126. That number again, 904-388-8126 for all of your sporting good needs. Again, whether you are a weekend warrior, maybe you're a coach, a Little League coach, athletes, fans, coaches, Baker Sports and Pro Sports has got you covered. Mike says, you got it, Mayor. Okay, good deal. Don't want to butcher your name up there. All right, coming out of the timeout now. Grimstead going to keep it. Going to be brought down. Short gain. Ball right at the 50. Boy, Queen is some kind of active. I can't wait to talk to him. And guys, you can hear my conversation with him, by the way. Next week when I talk to Shane Queen, I'm going to ask him about this series of events and kind of what has got him upset. Eziamume right up the middle. Taking it for a first down. Hard to stop him. Great day. And I'm going to go to the PA announcer and teach him how to pronounce David's name. And now, well, you can expect a heavy dose. Fumble. North Cobb able to recover, though. Actually going to pick up a couple of yards on the fumble. Going to be now second and short. So you can bet your bottom dollar right now. It looks like David Eziamume is starting to really heat up. This is how the great backs are, guys. You just keep feeding them the ball. They get better and better as the game goes on. They want the ball, and you can bet they're going to keep giving it to him like they do. Well, no, play action, just as I said that. Grimstead. Grimstead, quarterback keeper, going to take it to the 29 of Marietta. And here comes North Cobb. They took this opening kick from their own 20. And they have a sustained drive right now where they're chewing up yardage and they're chewing up clock. Shane Queen says, run the clock. There's Grimstead, another play action. He's going to take it. Quarterback keeper, take it to the 5. Not a play action, but it was a fake. They were so focused on Eziamume that the entire Marietta defense bit. Grimstead kept it, and on the play, Grimstead took it all the way to the 5. Now they'll say he's at the 6. What a run. Greg Roper watching the game tonight. What's up, Greg? Rosser Sutherland. Rosser says, I'm here. I'm right below you. Rosser, I'm going to lean over the rail and see if I can find you. Where are you, Rosser? Rosser, where you at, buddy? I'm trying to find you, Rosser. I can't find him. Rosser Sutherland, big #1 Marietta fan. Regular on our show that you can watch and become a regular on as well. Extra Point with Phil Jones every Monday at 5 o'clock right here. Grimstead takes it. Going to hand it to Eziamume, and that is easy. Wow. Made it look easy. Goes in untouched for the touchdown. So a 3-yard touchdown run is the first touchdown of the second half, and it culminates in 80-yard drive. And the touchdown is going to come at 6:13 of the third quarter. Let's see if North Cobb can finally punch through an extra point here. It's good. So their first successful extra point of the night for North Cobb has given them a commanding 24-10 lead over Marietta. Again, 80-yard drive. Took almost 6 minutes of the third. 5 minutes, 47 seconds to be exact. Culminates on the 3-yard touchdown run from number 2, David Easy Ooh Moo May. Good looking running back. Remember, this thing was 10-0 early. Marietta came out. I mean, they were hitting on all cylinders. They were looking good. The offense was moving the football. North Cobb could do nothing. They were committing penalties. They were committing mistakes. But they seemed to regain the momentum even on a 90-yard touchdown return that was nullified by a penalty. It still seemed to provide the spark that North Cobb needed, and since then they have been on a roll. 15, 25, 35, 36. So about a 20-yard return on the kick return from Marietta. Now, we've seen Marietta move the football tonight, so don't think that they're out of it. We've seen them move the football, as I mentioned earlier at the start of this game. Chase McCravey, over 4,000 yards, came into this game over 4,000 yards passing. He's got a ton already tonight, and he looks really good, but North Cobb has seemingly found a answer. This time, short toss to Noah Brown. He'll get a couple. That's about it. 2nd down and 8. Ball spotted at the 36. Now they'll move him back a yard and say, call it 2nd and 9. Marietta trying to get back in this game. Now they only trail it by 2 touchdowns. But boy, you can certainly sense a shift in the momentum, can't you? Run play from Bay. Russell Bay taking it to the 40. Nice looking run by Russell Bay. Michael Mayer says that's North Cobb football. Interesting. Valdosta on Warner Robins 17-3. I'm a little surprised at that one, guys. Actually, I'm a lot surprised at that one. It's a big 3rd down play here. 3rd and long. McCravey looks, throws, ball batted up in the air. Intercepted. It's intercepted. Boy, you see those kind of balls and you just know what's coming, don't you? Tip drill in effect there. T.J. Smith with the interception. Ricochets off the hands of the would-be receiver. Right into the hands of T.J. Smith. And it will come at 4:33 of the third. And North Cobb now with a chance to salt this one away. North Cobb, they've got the ball, they've got the momentum, they've got the lead, they've got it all right now. And there's Nick Grimstead taking it to the 35. Well, that was a nice tackle by Frazier for Marietta. to stop Grimstead. So now you can see kind of what's going on here. Everybody keying, Marietta keying on Eziamume. And Grimstead on several keepers has eaten up a ton of yardage. Marietta just don't really know kind of who's coming at them. This time it's Eziamume. Short gain. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Call it 3rd and a yard. Greg Roper. What's up, Greg? Stephen Tate, Coffee, 7-6. 8:01 in the 3rd. Is that Coffee and Bowles, is it? Okay, here we go now. 3rd down. Boy, just easy. No problem there getting the first. Eziamume needed a yard, and he got about 4. Just really made it look easy. You kind of look at this North Cobb team, and again, I will talk with Shane Queen as I do every week. It's the Shane Queen Coaches Show that you can hear me and Coach Queen every week. ITG Next. In fact, I talk with about 12, 13 coaches. I lose count. It's a bunch. Shane Queen is one of them. We talk North Cobb football every week. I encourage you guys to listen into this next week's conversation. We'll talk about this game, talk about his thoughts, and I'll give him my thoughts on my first time seeing his football team in action. New set of downs, all the momentum seemingly in favor of North Cobb, and there goes Eziamume. He is on a roll right now, folks, taking it inside the 15-yard line. Marietta must find an answer here. Benedictine 24-14 on Ware County in the 3rd, 8:20. Jim Blair, 27-14 Colquitt County. By the way, Michael Mayer says that's North Cobb football describing, I guess, their style of play. I hear you, Mike. New set of downs. Right now, it's all North Cobb. Short gain. Eziamume. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. 2 minutes. North Cobb has absolutely controlled this 3rd quarter. 2nd down. Grimstead looking over at the North Cobb sideline, getting the play. Here he is. He'll take it. Hand it to Eziamume, who's going to change direction. He'll start left, turn it back up the middle. What a good-looking running back he is. Taking it to the 5. Great day in the morning. What a great-looking running back. 3rd and short. Eziamume. Short gain. Check his forward progress. It's going to be right at the marker. .107, 106, 105 to go in the 3rd. Well, now they'll stop it at 107. Now they'll restart it. So he did get the first down. So it's 1st and goal to go. All North Cobb right now. What a shift in momentum we've had in this game. Now Marietta is going to jump off sides, I think. That'll move it half the distance. And that was, I believe, defensive lineman number 52 moved for Marietta. He'll come out of the game. And again, that's just going to make it that much easier for North Cobb, who seems to be in control at this moment of this game. Clock's running now at 32, 31 seconds, 30 seconds to go in the 3rd. Grimstead, easy. Nick Grimstead goes in untouched for the touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run by Nick Grimstead comes at 26 seconds of the third. Extra point attempt from Muhammad. Snap. Kick is up. It's good. 32-10. North Cobb with 32 unanswered points in this game. They trailed it at one point 10-0. A game that looked like it was going to be all Marietta, but then a turnaround, and a big-time turnaround, and a complete shift in momentum from North Cobb, and they lead it 32-10 as we near the end of the third. Going to give us a chance to tell you about our friends at Baker Sports. Baker Sports and Pro Sports, proud to partner with ITG Next and sponsor tonight's football game. From athletes to fans, Baker's has got your apparel and sports equipment needs covered. Thank you for all enjoying Friday Night Lights with us tonight. Don't forget, call Baker's at 904-388-8126 for any and all of your future equipment needs. Again, that's Baker Sports, 904-388-8126. All right, here we go now. North Cobb. Boy, Marietta needs something, anything. Big special teams play would get them back in it. Kick return. Penalty flag comes flying in. And let's see what we get here. One thing I can say, a lot of exciting football played tonight, but also a lot of penalties. It's going to be against Marietta. Shane Queen says back them up. Holding call against the Blue Devils. Richard Morgan led this Blue Devils team to the state championship. 2000, was it 19? It was 2019 state championship. I had to check my notes there. In fact, that was the last time that Marietta defeated North Cobb. Since then, in 2020, 21, and last year, North Cobb coming out on top in this game. And so far, so good if you're a North Cobb fan. 18 seconds left to go in the third. Handoff. Russell Bay takes it left side. And he'll be brought down just over the 10-yard line. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. So we're going to go to the fourth and final quarter of play here tonight from Northcutt Stadium in Marietta, where your score, North Cobb 32, Marietta 10. ITG Next Game of the Week travels over to the northeast side of the ATL and a little bit farther north, as we'll be in Buford. Gloryland welcomes ITG next week for Buford and Carver, Atlanta. Looking forward to that one. Cole Moore checking us out tonight. What's up, Cole? Cole Moore, settle in here for a little North Cobb and Marietta football tonight, brother. Shelton Tucker says, go Dogs. I love it. So Michael Mayer says Valdosta 17-3 on Warner Robins in the third. I gotta be honest with you, that's surprising. My buddy Rosser Sutherland watching us tonight, I think sitting in the stands. Rosser, I've been looking for you down there, buddy. Where are you? All right, here we go. First play of the fourth quarter. Nice looking pass that time. Boy, we saw a lot of that early, guys, and then it really, talking about the Marietta passing game, just kind of tailed off. That time, Luke Morgan on the catch. And we saw a ton of that early in this game with Chase McCravey finding receivers all over the place. Look out. Nice little run here. Going to take it out to the 35. Marietta says, hey, we still got some fight left in us. Benedictine on Ware County. 24-14 says Cole. Michael Mayer says Gainesville 24-7 over Clark Central. Handoff this time, not going to go for much. In fact, it's going to be a loss. Host of orange and white shorts, or shirts, I should say, coming up to make the tackle. We have an injured North Cobb player. It's like it may be a cramp. We hope that's all it is. Shane Queen coming out there to help the equipment staff. Hey, guys, want to tell you about our friends at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, one of our sponsors of tonight's game. Everybody needs insurance, and Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance has got you covered. No matter what insurance you're looking for, give our friends at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance a call or go to their website, gfbinsurance.com. for all of your insurance needs. Also want to thank our friends at Baker Sports for sponsoring tonight's game. In fact, they and Georgia Farm Bureau are sponsoring our games all season long. Baker Sports, proud to be the presenting sponsor between Marietta and North Cobb tonight and all season long. Athletes and fans alike, between Bakers and Pro Sports, you can get your gear covered from cheerleading to football to fans. Baker Sports is a one-stop shop for top-quality sports apparel and equipment. Call Baker Sports for all of your sporting good needs, guys. 904-388-8126 is the number. 904-388-8126 is the number. Okay, guys, so we're getting to that time. Again, speaking of our friends at Baker Sports, injured North Cobb Warrior up and coming off the field. That's good news there. Very good news, in fact. So each game, and tonight's game also, we ask you guys to help us select the Baker Sports Player of the Game, and we select a player from each team. Quick outlet pass, incomplete. Looks like there may have been a little miscommunication there between McCravey and his receiver. That's going to bring up fourth down and a punting situation for Marietta. Right now, not a whole lot going right for the Blue Devils. But again, I'm going to ask y'all's help in selecting a player of the game from each team, and that player that you guys help me select will be our Baker Sports Player of the Game, and we will be receiving a brand new pair of shoulder pads from Baker Sports. We make a big deal out of it, and we thank Baker Sports for helping us identify the player of the game. So maybe be thinking about who that candidate is for the player of the game. High punt. Going to take a couple of hops here, be picked up there by the North Cobb return man. Still on his feet. Finally going to run out of bounds. I think that's T.J. Smith on the return. And he'll have a nice return up close to midfield. And that's where North Cobb going to put it in play. And really, right now, they're in complete control of this game. They lead it 32-10. You go back and look at the first quarter, probably most of the first quarter was all Marietta. But from that point on, when North Cobb got in the game on their first touchdown, with 19 seconds left in the first quarter, North Cobb scored their first touchdown, and from that point forward, they've really not looked back. They have rolled in this game. Boy, they are right now just being able to move the ball at will, running it, mostly running it, not much throwing it. Camden all over New Hampstead. What's up, Jamie? My buddy Jamie Fraley Seeger. Where have you been, Jamie? I haven't seen you in a while. I miss seeing you on our live Monday show. Jamie is our Camden County #1 fan, by the way. Another big run play here for North Cobb, right up the middle. Taking it over the 50 into Marietta territory. So I understand I'm seeing here from Nathan Sloan where Dean Fabrizio just got kicked out of the game. So Coach Fabrizio is he's a friend of mine, and he's one of the best in the state. He's one of the best in high school football. I'm sure emotions running high in that game with Colquitt. Dean Fabrizio came into Lee County where football was an afterthought. I know because I lived there before Dean Fabrizio got there, and football was not spoken of. It was a baseball-only town, a baseball-only county. Dean Fabrizio comes into Lee County and changes all that. Takes the team to 3 state championships, wins 2. And he's always got them in contention every year. And another great team this year. You know, you're playing one of the best teams in the state in Colquitt. Going to throw it this time. Long throw, incomplete. That's the first throw we've seen in a while, I think, from Grimstead. Overshot his receiver, incomplete. Jamie says, I've been working. I hear you, Jamie. Got to make that money. It is feeling great here in North Georgia. We are north of Atlanta, up in Cobb County, seeing these 2 Cobb County teams going at it tonight with a great view of Kennesaw Mountain in the distance. Well, we could see Kennesaw Mountain in the distance when it was light. We're down to about, looking at the clock here, 8:22 left to go in the game. Handoff. And somebody other than Eziamume got the carry that time. It was number 26, Jacob Carroll. All right, guys, so let's be thinking about our player of the game. I think it's, I think it's kind of academic. If you're talking about North Cobb, hard not to give it to David Eziamume. And I'm calling that one even here with 7 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the game. Now, if anybody disagrees, let me know. Grimstead. Short drop. Intercepted. Oh, he threw it right to a Marietta linebacker. And don't look now, but Marietta with a huge interception. Oh my goodness. Thomas Abercrombie, Grimstead threw it right to him. Now, it might be too little, too late, but hey. Going to go for 60-yard interception return. And now Marietta in to try the point after attempt. Here's the snap, the hold. Kick is no good. No good. It was a high snap. It's going to sail wide right. But Marietta with a 60-yard interception return for a touchdown. It comes at 7:24 of the fourth, and that's going to cut the lead to 16. Now, just when you thought, if you were a North Cobb fan, you could relax and take it easy. Not so fast, because Marietta now is 2 touchdowns from tying this thing. There's still enough time. Marietta would have to score, and of course they got to hold North Cobb, and that's been not very easy to do. But hey, as long as you've got time and as long as you got a chance, you never say never. Now, will Marietta try an onside kick here? Mike Sorensen, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Going to make that stop by Buc-ee's tonight, and we should be back somewhere around 3 a.m. So let's see here if Marietta tries the onside kick. They will. The ball is going to bounce up in the air. Marietta's going to recover. Marietta tries the onside kick, and they got it. Oh, boy, don't go anywhere yet. Hold on. Wait just a minute. It ain't over yet. Boy, what a perfectly executed onside kick from Marietta. Now, Marietta's going to come out. They're taking over at the North Cobb 43 after a successful onside kick, but now they got to score and score in a hurry. McCravey wants to wind it up. Going to be chased out of the pocket. Got to get rid of it. Throws incomplete. You could see McCravey. He dropped back and he was ready to unwind one. But about the time he got ready to throw it, just too much pressure, he had to race out of the pocket. Mike Sorensen, though, thanks for the kind words, buddy. I appreciate that. Mike Sorensen, a good friend of mine. What do you guys think about the Marietta player of the game? Give me some feedback here, guys. What do you think? Second down, Marietta just recovered an onside kick. Trying to cut this lead down to 1 touchdown. McCravey going to throw, complete, short gain. Only a couple of yards. So they're going to bring up 3rd and 8. Marietta got to get some yardage here. You can bet they're in, of course, 4-down territory, so you can say that they've got 2 downs here to make 8 yards. Still a lot of time left, 7:03 left. High snap to McCravey, plenty of time, looks, throws. Oh, he had a man wide open across the middle, and he threw it behind him. McCravey had a man wide open in the middle of the field, and he threw it behind his receiver. Jesse Billingsley says North Cobb looking good. They are. So now, if Marietta is to have any chance to get back in this game, they've got to convert here, you would think. We're under 7 minutes to go in the game. Marietta is taking a timeout. That's their first of the second half. They've got 2 left. North Cobb has 2 timeouts left. And a 32-16 North Cobb lead. 6:58 left to go in the game. So who are your candidates, guys, for the Marietta player of the game? I think we can all safely say that the North Cobb player of the game should go to David Eziamume. And for Marietta, we've really got several candidates, guys. You've got the quarterback, Chase McCravey. I mean, you got Thomas Abercrombie, who come up with that big interception to cut into this lead. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Here's the snap. Throws across the middle. It's complete. That's a huge first down for Marietta. Had a man wide open. Didn't miss him that time. That's a 19-yard gain right at 20 yards, and now Marietta with a new set of downs. 32-16, 6:34, 6:33. Snap to McCravey. Looks, heavy rush. He's going to get out of it. Going to throw to the end zone. Incomplete again. Oh, man. Right at the receiver's hands. Noah Brown couldn't hang on to it. Alexander Smith giving us some scores. Benedictine, 31, Ware County, 21. Look at that Parkview North Gwinnett score. That's closer than we thought. Wow. All right, clock stops, 6:24 to go in the game. It's 32-16. Marietta needs a score. They need to go for 2 and then somehow get the ball back. They just recovered the onside kick. High snap again to McCravey. Looks, throws across the middle, complete. 10-5, touchdown. Penalty flag is down. We've got another penalty flag down. That has been the story of this game. Incredible, guys. Just incredible. Wow. Boy, just like that. And I'm guessing it's on Marietta. But just when it looked like Marietta was going to get back in this game, they're going to get called for a holding call. And man, oh man. That has kind of been the story of this game. It's just been these penalties have just, and early on it was North Cobb. They finally were able to overcome their penalties and get out to a pretty big lead. But talk about untimely, costly penalties. That one right there just took a touchdown off the board that Marietta, if they had any hopes of getting back in this game, they needed that. Marietta now going to take a timeout. That'll give us a chance to tell you about our friends at Baker Sports. I want to thank our friends at Baker Sports for being our presenting sponsor along with Georgia Farm Bureau. Baker Sports and Pro Sports are proud to be the presenting sponsor between North Cobb and Marietta tonight. Athletes and fans alike. Between Bakers and Pro Sports, you can get your gear covered from cheerleading to football to fans. Baker Sports is a one-stop shop for top-quality sports apparel and equipment. Give them a call, 904-388-8126, for all of your sporting good needs. So what do you guys think about a Marietta play of the game? Got to help me out here. Marietta player of the game, Chase McCravey, the quarterback, has certainly looked good. Joseph Mosley has looked good tonight. Colquitt County up 30-14 going to the fourth. Coming out of the timeout now. Big run here. McCravey keeping it. I got to be honest with you. Now I'm looking for penalty flags every time something big happens. No flags on that one. McCravey getting it back close to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd and 11. .608 left to go in the game. Boy, the clock has come to a standstill for Marietta. That's good news. Empty backfield. McCravey, quick toss, complete. Wide receiver screen. Taking it to about the 13-yard line. They're going to be 4th and short. Noah Brown on the catch and the run after the catch. So now the game, really, for all practical purposes, is coming down to this play. You're going to be looking at Marietta with 4th down, 3 yards needed for the first. What are the Blue Devils going to call here? 5:34, 5:33, 5:32 left to go in the game. 4th down and 3 from the 13. They got to get it to the 10-yard line. McCravey takes it, looks, throws across the middle. It's complete. I think I've pretty much decided, guys. My player of the game for Marietta is going to go to Chase McCravey. He has really done his part tonight, including putting the pass right on the money there to keep his Marietta Blue Devils alive. A 1st and goal to go. Now we're still 4:53, 4:52 left to go in this game. McCravey looks, throws across the middle. He had a man wide open, overshot him, incomplete. That'll stop the clock. So if Marietta can score here, successfully get the 2-point conversion, they cut it to a 1-touchdown lead. Still a lot of time left. 4 minutes, 44 seconds left. In football, that's an eternity. That's like 30 minutes. Nathan Sloan says the FSU coach is at the Hog Pen. He was our keynote speaker at our football banquet this past year. 2nd down and goal. McCravey looks, chased out of the pocket, throws to the end zone, had to throw it away. Really had no choice that time. Going to be 3rd and goal. McCravey slow to get up. He took a pretty good pop there at the end of that one. Wouldn't be surprised to see Marietta maybe run a draw here. Now that's a gutsy call. They have 1 timeout left, but again, you're 2 touchdowns and 2 extra point or two-point conversions away from just tying this thing. 32-16, North Cobb leads it. 3rd and goal to go. Marietta trying to get back in this thing. What do we got? Boy, that's not going to help. False start. So now you're looking at 3rd and goal to go from outside the 10-yard line. So 4 minutes, 37 seconds left to go in the game. 3rd down, McCravey looks, going to run right into a North Cobb defender. McCravey was trying to make something happen. He never saw big number 55, Dom Moody. And so that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Marietta going to take their last time out. Want to tell you about our friends again at Baker Sports, who coming up at the end of this game are going to be presenting our Baker Sports Player of the Game. And I'm going to go ahead and call it. Again, our Baker Sports Players of the Game going to go to David Eziamume for his stellar performance tonight. And for Marietta, young man has done about all he can do to try to keep his team into the game. Quarterback Chase McCravey. What a good-looking quarterback he is. So those are going to be our players of the game. Okay, so here we are. It's going to be 4th and goal. The ball now back at the 16-yard line. So here we go. McCravey going to look. Chased out of the pocket.
He's in trouble. Just going to throw it to the end zone. Intercepted, I think, down there in the corner. So a last-ditch effort to try to get back in this game by Marietta. Chance is going to go by the wayside, and North Cobb is going to take over possession. Wow, what an effort. Jacob O'Neal checking out the game tonight. What's up, Jacob? Nathan Sloan gives us the update. Packers 37-14. And so North Cobb now with the ball, with the momentum. Marietta has no timeouts left. So you can bet we're going to see a lot of run plays, including that one. So Marietta needs something here. They need a turnover. They need a strip. They need some kind of break here. 3:48, 3:47. Remember, next week we're going to be giving you more great high school football. ITG next game of the week. Buford and Carver next week. Ball at the 17-yard line, 3:23, 3:22. North Cobb not in any hurry. Run play. Eziamume on the carry that time. Short gain as we're down to 3 minutes to go in the game. So a third down and long needed for the first. So North Cobb probably going to run as much clock as possible here. In fact, there's no need, no hurry at all for them to snap the ball. 2:40. I'm trying to find the play clock, and I don't see it. North Cobb going to let it run all the way down to about a second. And I don't even see the play clock, but I know that's what they did. They'll call a timeout there to stop it. With 2:29 left to go in the game, North Cobb is in control here. They lead it 32-16. North Cobb, barring an absolute collapse by the Warriors and a miracle by the Blue Devils, will pick up their first win of the year. Got some great games coming up this year for you guys. We mentioned next week, Buford, Carver. Also going to be bringing you Rome at the end of the year. Lowndes, Richmond Hill. That'll be coming up. So some good football left. Here we go, coming out of the timeout now. Run play, far side. Eziamume. No, TJ Smith, actually. I'm sorry. TJ Smith on the run. Going to come up short of the first down. It'll be 4th and about 4. Well, the PA announcer said 4th and 2, so I'll go with what he said. Again, North Cobb in no hurry. 4th down. They're going to run as much of this clock as they can. 146, 145, 144, 143. They'll probably take a delay of game, I would think. No, instead they're going to take their final timeout. So a timeout taken. And again, guys, one more reminder about our friends at Baker Sports, who, again, thank all football fanatics for checking out Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Baker Sports and Pro Sports. Together serve as your one-stop destination for top-quality sports equipment. Guys, whether you're a player or a passionate fan, Baker's has got you covered. Remember, call Baker's at 904-388-8126 for all of your sporting good needs. And we hope that you have enjoyed this gridiron spectacle of a game. Listen, it has been a whale of a game, an entertaining game for sure. Punting situation here for North Cobb. Punt, dropped, picked up. Return man for Marietta going to be swallowed under at about the 40. Number 14, Noah Brown. Good special teams. Coverage down there by the Warriors, who again are going to go to 1-2 on the year. Marietta will fall to 1-3 on the year. I'll tell you this, guys. Neither of these teams are taking it easy with their schedule. They both have what is arguably some of the toughest opponents on their schedule this season. Ball batted up in the air. I believe it's intercepted. Penalty flag is going to be thrown. Let's see what we get. Pass is batted up in the air and intercepted. We got a penalty flag down. See what we got. Well, Marietta is walking off the field. I'm guessing that it might be something after the play. Well, now they're coming back on the field, so let's wait and see what we get here. So Marietta's offense is back on the field. It's a pass interference on North Cobb. So, again, penalties have negated so many big plays tonight. Now, for North Cobb, it's not going to matter. But, man, both these teams have committed ill-timed penalties tonight. Not that it's really a good time, or ever a good time, I should say, to commit a penalty. But, man, tonight they have really come at some inopportune times for both teams, just like that time, instead of North Cobb having the football. Throw complete. Oh, what a throw by McCravey. He's going to be our Marietta player of the game, presented by Baker Sports. David Iziamume is going to get it for North Cobb. Michael, thanks for the kind words, brother. Appreciate that. McCravey going to wind it up long. Incomplete. A little bit of bumping down there. No call. 46 seconds to go in the game. 46 seconds to go in the game. Hope you guys have enjoyed. We do this every Friday night during the season, guys. Hope you'll stay with us tonight. Stephen Tate says 17-9 Coffee. Ware County trails Benedictine 31-24. Thomasville leads Bainbridge 28-26 third quarter. Thanks for the scores, guys. I appreciate that. McCravey throws, sideline, complete. 37-yard line is where they'll mark him out. Chase McCravey, our Baker Sports player of the game for Marietta. Marietta, two receivers, far side, one to the near side. McCravey takes the snap, looks. Now chased out of the pocket. Going to unleash it, complete. Marietta wide receivers fighting for the end zone. Marietta is not going away quietly. They're going to have it first and goal to go. Now they're going to run out of time, though. Only 28 seconds left. Let's see if Marietta can punch in one here. Snap to McCravey. Looks. Rolling. Now McCravey going to run for it. McCravey going to dive for the end zone. Touchdown McCravey. That's why he's our player of the game. (32-22). Now we're going to see Marietta go for two and then try a desperation onside kick. Why not? Don't go anywhere, guys. We've got a ball game still. And you thought Marietta was just going to lay down. No, sir. Give these young men credit. They have fought, scratched, and clawed. Here's snap to McCravey now. Going to roll right, looking, going to throw. Incomplete. So Marietta, if they had any chance of staying in this game, they had to have the 2-point conversion there, but it's incomplete. So 14.7 seconds left, 32-22. Listen, if you're a Marietta fan, you got to love the effort tonight. My buddy Obadiah Farley, Thomas County Central's #1 fan. Well, this stadium is one of the most beautiful places to watch a game. It is nestled right in the middle, in the heart of a residential community here in the historic section of Marietta. Just beautiful, beautiful place. It's a beautiful setting. So North Cobb is expecting an onside kick from Marietta, and why not? Well, that's one of the craziest things I think I've ever seen in my life. Marietta just came out of the huddle and tried kind of the group onside kick going straight forward, but that's okay. So North Cobb is going to take over, and they'll run one play, and that'll do it. That is one of the strangest onside kicks I've ever seen. But, hey, give Richard Morgan and his Marietta Blue Devils credit. You got to love it when a team never quits, and they did not quit, playing right up to the final whistle tonight. But they're going to come up a little bit short in this one as North Cobb will snap the ball, take a knee, and that will do it. Grimstead is going to take a knee, and the clock is going to run out. Your final score here tonight from Northcutt Stadium in Marietta as the clock shows all zeros as the final horn sounds. Your final score from Northcutt Stadium: North Cobb 32, Marietta 22. Again, a big thanks to our friends at Baker Sporting Goods and Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance for sponsoring tonight's game. And again, our player of the game, presented by Baker Sports, is going to go to Marietta quarterback Chase McCravey and North Cobb running back David Izumume. Each of those players are going to receive a pair of shoulder pads from Baker Sports. We are done here tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, your final score on the ITG Next Game of the Week. North Cobb 32, Marietta 22. We'll see you next Friday night from Buford for the Carver Atlanta and Buford game right here on the ITG Next Georgia Game of the Week. For producer and our cameraman, Sean Perry, I'm Phil Jones saying have a great night and enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next week.